it's Mystic Mandy with Queen of Cups Tarot again, here to do your daily message. It's been a few days. I'm sorry. Thanksgiving weekend really kind of kicked my butt. But I'm here. I had time today to get into a reading. I'm also excited because I have a couple new decks, so I'm going to use those to kind of guide the message today. Before we begin, my readings are general readings. They are not for everyone. If you would like a personal reading, I leave an email in my description box, and there's also an email on like my main page or whatever. So please feel free to email me. I do all my readings on a donation basis. So as long as you pay me, it's pay what you can. I do expect payment, but whatever you have, I will take. I just want to help people, and I just need the currency for energy exchange. That being said, I'm going to get into the reading. Oh yes, take what resonates, file what doesn't for later. You have no idea how many times people don't think something I said resonated, and then months, months, years later, they come back and say, "Hey, Mandy, that thing you said was going to happen happened," and they were so grateful because they knew exactly what to do. They were prepared for it. So just, take what resonates and file what doesn't for later. And just know that these aren't for everyone. It's for the collective. So not everything's going to fit. So don't make stuff fit that doesn't fit. That being said, I'm going to get started. I'm using the Beast Soul Oracle cards, and they just give you a little bit of guidance. Spirit, what message do you have for my collective of people today? What message do you have for my collective of people that are watching this video today, Spirit? Please give me one card to expand upon. Okay, well, they gave me two. I'm going to take it. I always do. When Spirit tells me something, I listen. When Spirit tells me something, I listen. So what do we have here? Nimble Bat. Perception, chance, flexibility. You need to have the courage to face the darkness within you. Dark night of the soul stuff. Benevolent elephant. Benevolent elephant. Gentleness, temperance, goodwill. Pillar of patience and kindness, bless my heart with your gentle nature. So that is an affirmation. These cards kind of have like guidance, but they also have some kind of like spell affirmation stuff to use. I think it's really awesome. So I'm going to set those aside, and then I'm going to get some tarot. And this is from, I can't remember what the name of the deck is. Okay, I got a new deck, and I don't remember what the name of it is. So we're going to go ahead and pull some tarot cards. I just got to move some stuff around and kind of get an idea of what this situation is. Spirit, what is the situation at hand? What is the situation at hand that these cards are talking about? What is the situation at hand that these cards are talking about? Spirit, please give me 3 cards. What is the situation at hand? What is the situation at hand, Spirit? What is the situation at hand? Okay. These are very new cards. I haven't hardly used them yet. So they aren't coming out so fast yet. We're still learning each other's energy. Okay. So we have, in the world, this is the second time I did a private reading right before I did this, and the bottom of the deck was the world. And so I'm going to, and it's here again. So I'm going to go ahead and include it in the reading. So here we have the 7 of Swords, the Hierophant. The Hierophant I'm going to clarify. I'm going to use a secondary deck to clarify the Hierophant too. The 3 of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the World. So why is the Hierophant here? I'm looking to see if the Hierophant is a person or an energy. Why is the Hierophant here? Is it a person or an energy? Why is the Hierophant here? Is it a person or an energy? It is a person. It is a person, and they are most likely, and I had the Three of Pentacles come out again, and it is most likely a Earth sign, a Taurus. I'm thinking more Taurus, but I have Three of Pentacles and twice here, so it could be a Virgo or a Capricorn too. There's other signs here, and I don't usually just spout off the signs, but with the Hierophant here being a person, and Hierophant is ruled by Taurus, I'm going to say they're probably someone with Taurus in their chart, whether it's their moon, rising, sun, Venus, anywhere. We're probably dealing with a Taurus here in this situation, and what we have honestly is, and it doesn't have to be a Taurus, I'm just saying it could be someone going through really dark emotions, and not being willing to face them. So I'm not sure really if that's you or if that's them. But what needs to be worked on in the situation is patience. Seven of Wands is a card of defense and protection. And the Three of Pentacles is a card of collaboration. It is the Three of Pentacles often comes in for me when I see that someone needs to hire a mediator or a lawyer, someone to come in and help kind of like ease out the situation. The World card is a card of endings, and the Queen of Wands is another person, most likely involved in the situation. It could be an energy. With court cards, it can definitely be an energy, but usually it does represent a person. So we have two people here that are not seeing things eye to eye. Because of that, I feel like, okay, so we're dealing with, from what I'm seeing here, this is not my typical types of readings that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to really do personal growth readings, but this may be part of the personal growth. So I'm going to do the romance readings if they come through, and the relationship readings if they come through, because they are part of personal growth. But what we have here is two people who are not getting along. They're not in alignment with each other. They're not seeing eye to eye. The person, the male, the masculine is going to be the Hierophant. The feminine is going to be the, oh, I'm grabbing the wrong card. The masculine is going to be the Hierophant. I clarified the Hierophant, and I got the Page of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. So the Hierophant needs a therapist. I think that's what the cards are trying to tell me. This is the message. Okay, message is Queen of Wands and Hierophant are not getting along. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius does not have to be. The Queen of Wands is a woman who is very successful. She is confident. She is beautiful. She knows how to get things done. And when she sets goals, she doesn't let anything get in her way. Nothing stands in her way, not even some dumbass dude. So we got this, I'm just going to say it, this dumbass dude has put the queen in a place where she feels she has to protect her energy and preserve herself. Dumbass dude watches but doesn't act. Dumbass dude communicates poorly, because a Page of Swords that's my card for someone who's a scholar, someone who's learning. It tells me in a lot of readings that someone needs to gain more information, they need to crack the books open. But when it comes to a person and personality traits, a Page of Swords is someone who is young, emotionally, mentally young. They don't have to be chronologically young, especially since the Hierophant is an older energy. And I'll explain the Hierophant a little more in just a minute because I realized I didn't explain what that means either. But the Page of Swords is someone who is immature in the way they speak, in the way they communicate. They don't think things through, they just blurt them out. If you notice in this particular card, this page is fighting. He's fighting because he doesn't know how to say stuff without a little bit of sensitivity. For lack of a better word, he's rude. But spiritually, he's more evolved than many. So I feel like it could really confuse people how he can be so evolved. And oh wow, there's threes here. I see three. There's three in this card. I'm gonna get back to that in a minute. There's triangulations going on already. But there's an ending that's come because of it. The world is usually when things end for the better. It brings new beginnings. It's not a bad thing. Sometimes it can feel like a bad thing, but it's usually a pretty happy ending where you're better off because of it. Whereas, like, the Tower or the Death card is going to bring maybe more painful and transformative energies, the World card is usually a good, happy ending. I'm going to get more information. I want more information. I'm going to pull out the other deck and get back to, you know what? Let's go for the shots fired. We're going for the shots fired deck. Please tell me more information about this reading. Please tell me more information about this reading. Please tell me more information about this reading. Puppets, folk magic. Here's the picture. Puppets are dolls, magical dolls. You can make them out of potatoes even. But it says, folk magic, a devious person will be brought down by puppet magic. Someone is casting spells on you to help heal or harm the situation. Now, before we go into someone's casting spells, I just want to talk about the fact that people can send you negativity by saying bad things about you. I mean, it's so simple as, I wish that MF would die. That's why growing up, I was never allowed to say those kinds of things, because words are spells. Our words have meanings. So this person may not actually be using a doll against you, but this person, I said there was a triangulation. This person is wishing harm against you. They're making the situation worse than it actually is. And you know what? I'm wondering too if also, are we not just protecting ourselves from this person's energy, but is that person that we're involved with protecting us from them, from that person? So tell me, why is the world here? Tell me more about the world, please. Tell me more about the world. Justice. What kind of I want to know about the ending. And the King of Wands comes in. Justice card comes in. The Four of Pentacles. The situation is ending. Some of you, it's going to be for you. Some of you, it's going to be for them. But the situation is ending. The Justice card is here. Oh, and the Hierophant. I look over again, and the Hierophant's here again. Again. Different deck. Again. You cannot make this up, people. So, the situation is coming to an end. It's an ending. It's going to bring balance, justice, truth, fairness to your life. And so the advice is to hang on to your dignity. The Four of Pentacles is a card of, I call it my miser card, because you know misers are greedy. It's when someone holds on to everything that they have. They don't loosen their purse strings. Sometimes The deck tells us to do that, that the message is that we need to do that. We need to hold on to our stuff and hold what's close to us. Sometimes it's about loosening it up. In this situation, it's definitely about preserving yourself and keeping yourself together. King of Wands, mastery, success. The king he's a king and he has achieved greatness. He is successful. This could even mean that your actual counterpart is coming in now. I don't think it's this Hierophant. I don't think the Hierophant is your counterpart. I think that this King of Wands is coming in and he's going to bring balance back to your life. So patience is needed because that's what we were talking about here with this one is patience. So I'm going to, I think, drop down in the description the affirmation or throw it in the comments. I can do that too so that you can say the affirmation. I highly advise looking in the mirror and saying things because, like I said, our words are spells. I manifested when I first moved to Hawaii. I was homeless and I was in a shelter, and I could not practice my craft the way that I like to. I could not burn candles, I could not burn bay leaves, I could not burn incense. I had to rely on incantations to get me through it. And I was able to manifest a place to live within like 5 months of being in that shelter, which is fast, especially in Hawaii. So I've manifested a lot from speaking things into existence. But if you speak positive into existence, that means that you can speak negative into existence. So you got to be careful about the things that you say. I'm going to get some more information before I end this. I'm going to get some more information on that King of Wands. Please tell me why the King of Wands is here. Please tell me why the King of Wands is here. Please tell me why the King of Wands is here. So the thing is, and the Three of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands and the Four of Pentacles comes back out. So that's another thing that I have to say is that when my cards start spitting the same cards out, that means the message is over. There's nothing more that I can tell from the tarot. And I use the tarot as like spiritual flashcards for me. They're like Pictionary or something. Like I ask Spirit to use the cards to tell me what the message is. It's not just about what I know from like the tarot books. I started reading when I was 15 years old. And I taught myself, and I did it through journaling, and I did it through just looking at the messages. It took me many years to hone my abilities and gifts. And I do have regular clients, and I do have happy people that come to me. And like I said, I work on donation. So just keep that in mind. But the Ace of Staffs came out. That is a new beginning. The King of Wands, like I said, is coming through to start something new. He brings assistance, collaboration, teamwork, but I wanted to go back to the Three of Pentacles anyway, and that's crazy because I was thinking about that while I was shuffling these cards, was that I didn't elaborate on the Three of Pentacles. So threes in the tarot can represent a triangulation. I do not like to focus on cheaters and cheating and accuse people of cheating, but I can tell you that there is an outside influence. My Shots Fired deck picked it up. I picked it up 3 times here with the same 3 cards, with the same cards in 2 different decks, the Three of Pentacles. Yes, this person needs a therapist, and I feel that very strongly. This Taurus person needs psychiatric help. But that is not the only message that the Three of Pentacles is giving me, because the card keeps getting thrown out to me. There is someone in his energy that is making the situation worse for you guys. They are telling him what to do. They may be controlling him financially as well. I can tell you that this message isn't just for the people in my collective. I am part of my collective as well. So I'm getting some answers here as well. But there is, and sometimes I wonder, because I watch YouTube videos too, and I just wonder how many readers also do readings and have to like read a situation that they're familiar with and keep a straight face, and I commend them for that. Me, I'm not going to lie and act like I don't know what some of this stuff means too if it applies to me. So the Three of Pentacles is someone is helping this person make the situation worse. And they are putting this person under duress. They are controlling them with some kind of material object, because pentacles are material items. Pentacles are marriage, material items, the home, career, physical stuff. The situation requires patience, but it's come to an end. Has it come to an end for you and this person, or has it come to an end for them and the other person? I don't know. I'm going to ask that. This reading is getting long. I'm going to have to cut it off soon. Is the ending the Knight of Pentacles? Tell me more about that. The Queen of Cups. Okay. Is the ending for the collective, or is the ending for the person? And the Queen of the King of Wands is a manifestation of this Taurus person getting their shit together and coming towards you as a Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles moves very slow. That's why patience is required. Knight of Pentacles moves very slow. He is coming to love you. The Queen of Cups is part of who you are. A loving, kind, confident person that they enjoy being around. But they're not happy in their life, and they're trying to protect you from the situation. But the advice still stands that I said at the beginning of the reading about protecting your own energy. The Eight of Pentacles, that he wants to work. They want to work on the situation with you. What is my personal advice to you, and my opinion based on what I've seen here in the readings? What is my intuition telling me? My intuition telling me, oh yeah, the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords, he is stressed. He is stressed. He is in his head. This is serious mental duress. The Nine of Swords is about serious mental duress. Like I said, he needs a therapist. He's dug himself a hole that he can't get himself out of. My advice to you is to back off. Let him go. Go live your life. If you want to hold a candle somewhere inside your heart, that's fine. But don't wait and don't hope for the situation to change, because the Knight of Pentacles came out. That could take years. That could take months. That could take years. How long do you really want to wait for someone who's out with someone else? But yeah, the message is almost over. I'm getting hoarse. That's a sign too. So it's my time. It's time for me to wrap it up. I felt guided to end this reading. I usually do affirmation cards, but I'm ending this reading with a Britney Spears card. What does, I forgot to knock. Spirit, what does Britney want the collective to do in this situation? What does Britney want the collective to do? What would Britney Spears do in this situation? I love Britney. I know she's going through it right now, but I love her. Okay. The Princess of Pop. And because I'm new to this deck still, I don't have it memorized. Sorry, there's screaming kids in the background. I live in an apartment complex. Where's the book? There it is. I will reference the book, But let me just say that Britney, as the Princess of Pop, owns the stage. She goes out and she shines. And she owns the stage and everyone around her. And I think that's kind of what we need to do. 51. And by the way, with the Page of Swords, that dude is watching you. He is watching you online. He is watching you somewhere. That is definitely one of the cards that comes out when people are stalking. And I personally cut mine off from being able to do that. Nobody can gain access to me that doesn't actually love and respect me and want to be in my life. So as long as that person is running around in my life, they can't be running around, they can't be in my life. I really recommend that you not waste your time on anybody who wouldn't devote their life to you. And in the meantime, while you heal from this thing and you cut him off, or you wait patiently and possibly in vain because it could take years, you need to shine. Embrace life with a smile on your face and blended coffee in hand, basically. We got to believe in ourselves to do our own thing. Believing in yourself to do your own thing. That's what I said. Brittany gets on the stage and she shines. So, since I got an affirmation out of the original Oracle deck, and this has turned into a 30-minute reading, I am going to end it. Please leave a comment. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. If you would like to donate, I have donation information in the description. And I just really love, if you can share too, I'd appreciate it. I'm just trying to get the message out, trying to get my face out there, trying to do something new, climb out of my comfort zone. So anything you can do to support my channel, I greatly appreciate. Thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.